The rain is so hard. I can hear it even through the windows and the doors being closed. I talked about last week, I got into it about how this is going to be a confession, maybe even a rant. I talked about how uh, even though I'm so determined to get to work, that I could be sick, but I won't get sick until a day off or some physical injury. Yeah, I'll be fine until I get a day off. Then they'll just come rushing in. What I haven't talked about is no, not here. Here. It's emotional. I have to keep, at least I used to think that, I have to keep my emotions in check when I'm in class. I must be the pillar of discipline and order. Parents do bring their kids to me expecting me to work my magic. Sometimes they expect me to work a miracle. Oh boy. So, keeping my personal life out of it. See, that was never a hard thing because I don't have much of a personal life. Now, now I do. Now I do. I've worked fairly hard on becoming more personable with people and more personable and open to talking to people, inviting to students and parents alike. I never wanted to talk to the parents because there I was, a young 22-year old, 24-year old, and almost all the parents that were bringing their kids to my class were in their 30s. They were always older. And my dad, being the disciplinarian he was, I had to, I was always, move you guys a little bit here. I was used to bowing down to someone older. Filipino tradition, right? Maybe even a general Asian tradition. Can I move you guys just a little bit more? Okay. Along with that, now, so there was always this thing, but now that, yes, maybe because it's helping because I'm older now, 37. But 5 years ago when I started this, by the way, before I get to that, I always felt that there was something missing that I could do. I did. I felt there was something more I could do to get the most out of the training for all students. Okay. I mean, I've seen all the instructors do their thing, shadowed the instructors, taking into consideration the opinions of other people. Although they may get they may get offended when it takes me a long time to implement it, because if I'm an impulsive collector, but when it comes to running the class, I'm not impulsive to jump on an idea right away. Because the way I work is I have to run with it straight. And I'm not a multitasker. No. No, 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 no. I'm not the best at running different ideas. Okay. Now this is all leading to Let's say emotional frustration. Student is not doing what they're supposed to, and I get a feel of the vibe, the energy in the room that you know I am the source of it, right? If I'm not having a good day, neither are they. And these are kids. These are kids who unconsciously will mimic the energy of the person in charge or who they look up to. They are receptive to that. And lately, part of this whole therapy I'm doing for myself is to bring myself to peel off the layers of all this social conditioning was that has restricted me restricted me and was always telling me what I can't do. But when you're a child, you're discovering your world. You're you're tinkering, self-discovery. That is what I've been missing. I'm not preaching that you should follow this, but this is what I've been missing. And I've made a breakthrough. And perhaps bringing myself down to a childlike to how I was as a child, I can connect better with them, I think, right? You know, based on looks, right? I look old. But then when I still get age guesses that I'm 27 or 22, it's interesting. Is it because of my personality? Maybe. Because it's not just one thing. Obviously not. There's just in everything I do try to get me out, the authentic me, the childlike Mario Abrenica Jr., who's ready to play, but also knows when business has to be done. I mean, that's my job. It's a strange idea to to want to be childlike again. Obviously, I'm not childlike because I'm 37 years old, but to be childlike again, that's it's just a fascinating thing. It's very fascinating. Being on this journey has just it opened my eyes and going, wow, I should have done this sooner. I mean, I can confess to you, I feel that my emotions, I shut them down for like 10 years straight. So my emotions are 10 years younger than I am. I'm 37 up here and physically, but emotions, personality, it's coming out to feel like I'm 27 or I'm 10 years younger. Now, do I know that for sure? I'm talking to get this out so you know how I teach. I teach because I do want. Now, I'll mention it. Am I lax on punishments? Yes, because I'm not a fan of punishments. But now, well, I am incorporating more push ups into it. You're not doing what I want you to do, everyone drop. But that's such a balance of I have to, that I choose to, I'm going to I'm going to balance it out and not make it out of anger, but to set the record. To hey, you got to do this. Hey, this is what's gonna happen. Okay, let's level with each other. Let's go. I'm not making friends, although that's always great. I do want, and I am making bonds, and and I am wanting the bonds to be strong. One last thing is, I don't remember the quote word for word, but it goes along the lines of notice the people or notice the difference between people who who see you or spend time with you in their spare time versus the people who see you spend their time with you because they made time? Which one matters the most? Which one makes you feel loved? We all have the same amount of time. We all have different priorities. Does it hurt me? Do I feel pain, emotional pain, that I'm not the priority? Of course it does. But I understand. The pain's gonna happen no matter what. Because that's just me. That is me. But then I'm not going to hate you. There's students here that I haven't seen. Well, at least seen in class for 2, 3 months now. Some of them are weeks, some of them are months, some of them I only get to see them on social media, and some have completely ghosted me. The ghosting one is, yeah, that's the extreme. That's where I I I had and I chose to let go. Was it hard letting go? It still is hard to let go. I end up, you know, taking a peek every now and then. And so it's passion. I put my passion into this. I invest my time. The paddles I use, that's my money. The boss didn't buy those. I bought them. I bought them used on eBay, and now I have a ton of resources, pads, shields, extra sparring gear. I've even got shoes that I'm ready to give to some of the students. And it's all because of this passion that I have for Taekwondo, for teaching. You know, there's a messed up thought in my head that goes, is the student here because of Taekwondo, or is the student here because of me? As if in their mind, I want them to think of me as separate, the Mario Brenica and then Sabuna Mario. Separated. Inside the class, yes, Sabuna Mario. Outside the class, if you're an adult, call me Mario. Um, yeah. Thank you for watching. I do appreciate you watching. I don't want anyone to tell my story besides me. And the rain's dying down, so I think this is my chance to head out. I will talk to you later. Next week.